Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to any new viewers. This is a reading for Pisces, my beautiful Pisces viewers, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Pisces, we're going to look at how your person of interest is currently feeling about you. So if there's someone specific you have in mind and you've been wondering what their deeper thoughts, feelings are, then please keep on watching. Now, of course, feel free to look at the video for your person's sign as well. If you know what that is, that may give you more insights. If this reading does resonate with you, feel free to like this video, subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. What we're going to look at, Pisces, is how this person is seeing you, how they're coming across, whether or not how they're coming across is actually reflective of their deeper feelings or not. What they like, what they don't like about the connection or the potential connection. And then I want to look at what their next action is going to be. Now we've got some extremely intense cards that have just come out. So I'm getting very excited about this reading. And Pisces, can I just say, all three cards so far, I only want two more in this main spread. All three cards so far are major arcana cards. So I think it's fair to say that this connection is one that is going to be very significant in your life. Anytime we see major arcana as opposed to minor arcana cards, it suggests something very significant, a significant turning point, significant relationship or connection or decision, or just generally something very significant for the person involved. So yeah, this is pretty intense for sure. 4 out of 5 cards, major arcana here, and this is a big one. This is I'm just gonna pull one more deck and then we will get right into it. But I'm pretty amazed by what I'm seeing right now, I have to say. Interesting here. Okay, we've got the Emperor and the 4 of Air, which is the 4 of Swords. So interestingly, we might be having a little bit of a delay in this person actually taking the next step. But that is not to say that there isn't something very significant going on here for both you and this individual that that you're watching this reading for. So let's start with the first card here. How is your person viewing you at the moment, Pisces? Well, it's very clear. We have the Lovers here. What a beautiful energy, what a beautiful card. I love the illustration of the Lovers card in this deck. As we've got this, beautiful relationship between two people, which it almost seems like a kind of opposite. It's almost like this Beauty and the Beast type situation going on here in this card. So it's like finding this commonality, this tenderness between you and someone else who would seem as though you two, from outward appearances or from the outset, would not be a couple that would necessarily fit together or go together very well, but somehow you do. Somehow it's like a perfect pair. It's like opposites attract. There's like a shared bond. There's some kind of similarity deep down. It's like a kindred spirit, even though outwardly you two could, for example, look very different. You two could be from different backgrounds. You two could have very different, jobs, things that you do for a living. You two could just, on the face of it, look a little bit mismatched for some reason. Like maybe like one's really tall, one's really short. Whatever the case is, there are some real differences here where it could initially look a little bit funny from the outside, or other people would not necessarily place you two together, but somehow there's, like I said, this commonality. It's like this undeniable kindred spirits here between you and this other person. It's really it's really a beautiful energy. And there's also this sense of taming the beast as well. It's almost like, does your person feel like you are taming them somehow, or vice versa? It's a very gentle energy. This person could be quite, for example, wild in spirit, or someone who, you know, didn't want to settle down, or someone who wanted to travel a lot, or a free-spirited type of person, or someone who potentially was blindsided by this, was not looking for this kind of connection, could not believe that this type of connection was out there for them. And it has just absolutely stopped them in their tracks. And I almost feel as though it's unlocked some kind of tenderness within this person. Maybe this person almost lost that side of themselves, and you had the ability to bring it out and make them more affectionate in some ways. Very, very beautiful energy. With the Lovers, we always have a sense of a choice, needing to make a choice, a decision. It could be that one of you or both of you potentially may need to give something up, or make a choice, or make some kind of a, I don't want to say ultimatum, but it's almost like to allow this relationship or this connection to flourish. Perhaps something needs to be chosen, or something needs to leave in order to make way for this connection. But it feels right. It feels like a natural progression, like a new chapter. Yeah, very, very beautiful energy. This is what this person is seeing when they look towards you. All of these things wrapped up in this heavy, significant card here. Now, when we look at how your person is coming across to you, the kind of outward appearance, or just the general like vibe of this person, what they're sort of putting forth into the world, we've got the Justice card here. So this is Libra energy. This person could be a Libra, or potentially have a Libra placement, like a Libra rising or something, or they could have something to do with the legal system. Like that could be their job, their type of employment has something to do with, you know, justice, the justice system. This is someone who is very rational, very level-headed, has the ability to see all perspectives of a situation, to see different sides to a situation, to see different points of view. This person could also be feeling like they're at a point in their life where finally this can sometimes be like a literal manifestation. They could have some kind of legal settlement, have just gotten out of some kind of legal issue, have just signed some sort of a contract or something like that. But I see this being as something deeper. This is this is central to the person. This is central to the person's personality, their way of being, their way of putting forth their energy into the world. So very rational, very logical, very just type person, very balanced with their emotions as well. They're not going to let their emotions kind of overwhelm them, if that makes sense. So that's how they come across. So it could be a little bit I would say not confusing, but you may be thinking, well, what are this person's actual feelings? Because they're not that overly emotional type who's just going to express themselves in a very emotional kind of way. So that could be one of the reasons why you're interested in this reading, because of the fact that they come across as quite matter of fact and quite rational. So it's maybe difficult to see what they're really thinking, what they're feeling. However, this is also a very honest person. I feel as though if you ask this person a question directly, they would give you a truthful answer. They would not, lie or mislead you about their feelings or what's going on. So very nice. Now, we've got here in the center of this reading what their deeper feelings really are, what is in their heart of hearts at the moment when it comes to you, when it comes to this connection. And it's the first card that came out, and it's the Wheel of Fortune, right? And look at this beautiful energy in this card. We've got someone, singing, dancing, laughing, absolutely like jumping for joy, super happy, and also weaving a web, right? So when we look at the imagery on this card, what's depicted is this beautiful web, but it's a very happy card. And with the Wheel of Fortune, we always think about luck, destiny, things turning in our favor. And it is very, very positive energy. It is very joyful. It's very happy. It's very abundant as well. It's kind of like perfection in this card, and it's something quite extraordinary. When we think about a spider's web, it's almost like this kind of miracle of engineering. It's really amazing, and it looks so perfect when you look at the geometry of it. So there's a lot of meaning here with this card. Now it's all amazing, and I have to say that whenever the Wheel of Fortune comes out in this type of reading, I get the sense that it is a destined connection, or at least that's how this person is seeing things. That's how they're feeling about it deep down. They understand that this is happening for a reason. At least that's how they feel. It's possible that your paths crossed in a way that was unexpected, because it could have been, again, when this card comes up, sometimes it is a matter of travel. Sometimes it can be meeting someone in a way, it's like, wow, I really had to be at that place at that exact time for that to happen. Otherwise, our paths probably never would have crossed. So it feels special because of that. And this person can't deny it. And again, there's so much hope and abundance when this person looks towards a future, a potential future with you or this relationship. There is also this sense that a connection here between the two of you would lead to an amazing kind of future, a change, a turning point, something improving in this person's life, in their destiny. So I can't stress enough how significant this is all feeling at the moment. We've got the Knight of Cups here. This is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I really get the sense that this person is loving the emotions that this connection is starting to stir up in them. Again, there's almost a sense that, was it something they tried to dampen down in themselves? Was it something they tried to hide in themselves or from themselves? The fact that, they pride themselves on being so rational and so logical all the time. Maybe they didn't want to acknowledge that they had this capacity for deeper emotions and deeper feeling, and it's almost like you are helping bring that out of them. And it also feels like they are enjoying being like that knight in shining armor. Again, I don't know if that makes sense to you, Pisces, but there's like a helpful energy here too, and they could be feeling like they can help you. And I don't mean that in a condescending way. It's just that they enjoy being of service. They enjoy being this helpful person to you. Now we've got the Hierophant here. Again, more major arcana. When we look at the Hierophant, we get a sense of commitment. We get a sense of tradition as well. But it is appearing here, or sometimes I guess one of the downsides of the Hierophant can be too much tradition, or tradition that doesn't work for someone. So let's say, for example, traditional like gender roles, let's say, that may not be something that resonates with you or this person. And so that could be an issue here. There could also be an issue with some kind of commitment or tradition, commitment to a family member, commitment to a certain religion or spiritual practice, something like that, which is somehow causing maybe a little bit of a barrier or a little bit of strain in the connection. So you'll be the one to say how that makes sense for you, Pisces. But that's what I'm kind of seeing here. But there's undoubtedly a very strong connection here between the two of you. Very, very strong. This is not something that I feel, again, is just a fleeting romantic interest that is not going to bear any weight on your future or this person's future. Now, what's interesting here is when we look at next steps or what they are planning, it's almost like we've got two kind of conflicting energies here, but we've got two fours as well. And again, sometimes that can be that sense of tradition with the fours. And so it could be, again, something to do with something very traditional, or something that this person is very responsible for that is holding them back a little bit. They want to take the lead and they want to take a step forward in this connection, but they're really taking their time to think about it with the Four of Air. So this is like taking a step back and just really reassessing. This person could be someone who just plans a lot, maybe plans too much, overthinks things too much, and therefore they're needing to assess exactly what to do before they go ahead and do it. That's all I'll say there. But one thing is for certain, if that Four of Swords indicates that they have taken a little bit of a step back, or they're not communicating as much as they were, or something of that nature, I would not take that as a sign that their interest has waned, because it is very, very strong, or coming through very strongly. So I'm going to leave it there, Pisces. Pretty intense connection, pretty intense reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video.